Hello there and welcome back to Build with the Boys. We've now got issue 46 of Hachette's Disney Doll's House to finish out this month's pack. So what are we doing in this one? Well, we are going to be building the interior walls of Pooh's basement. It gets a little confusing, this one, but it looks harder than it is, and I think the instructions don't particularly help themselves, but that's what we're here for. So if we're going to make a mistake, we're going to make it together. If I make a mistake, it means you ain't got to make a mistake. And we can see exactly what we're supposed to be doing. We do also get some pretty bits in this one. We get a really rather lovely cup and saucer of the Mad Hatter's hat, which is really nice. We get our third chair for the kitchen, and it's the club in this one. So I believe we've had the club, the heart, and the diamond. So there's just the spade left, and we've got the full suit. We can play poker with our chairs. But what we got interestingly in this one, now we're not using it, so I forgive you for getting excited about something, but stairs. So we've got our first set of stairs. We're not going to be fitting this until the next one. I know the temptation's there to do it. I'll ask you not to, because it might cause you problems later on. So I would just hold fire. You don't need to install this yet. Wait until you get the next one, and then we will be doing it. Yeah, stairs. So we're looking good. That's our first flight of stairs. They're wooden as well, really rather lovely. I was kind of worried it's going to be some sort of horrible plastic or resin, but it's not. Wooden staircase, lovely. So we will get into this. Before we do, though, I've got another thank you to say to it. I've constantly found myself saying thank you to everybody. Kev and Kirsty over at the Nexus, who run the Facebook groups that a lot of us are in. So Facebook groups for this model. If you're in a Facebook group for this model, or literally any other partwork model that exists, chances are you're in one of Kev's groups. He runs all these groups for us, which is great because it gives us a good resource of people we can talk to and interact with, and I haven't received this, and how'd you do this, and he moderates it, and that's a lot of work. That's a hell of a lot of work to do all of those groups, because I don't know how many groups he's moderating, but it's a lot. That's a lot of work. It's very much appreciated. But not only have they gone and done that, they also did the first Partwork Awards last night. So they did an awards ceremony for our little industry, for our little community of partwork modelers who build things like the Doll's House and the Titanic and Iron Man, things like that, with lots of different awards. And one of them was Best Newcomer. And it was voted for by the people of the sites and the people who frequent the channels. And I won. And I'm really, 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 really humbled by it. So if you are one of the people that voted for me, thank you so much. I mean, just being nominated was enough, but to win, we really didn't see that coming. We really didn't. Me and the boys were watching it live, and the boys lost their minds when we won. And what a lovely thing. It's a lovely end to what's been a fantastic year on YouTube. Talking and meeting all of you has been great, but we'll have a longer chat about that at the end. So let's get into this. But again, if you voted, thank you so much. Very humbling. You made an old man very happy. Let's get these walls built. So let's have a look at our pretty bits. We've got this very lovely chair for Alice in Wonderland's dining room, and again, it's flocked. It's lovely. But the thing I really like is this cup and saucer in the style of 10 and 6. Gorgeous. So they've really gone to town on this, because again, it's an angled saucer, so it looks like the brim of the hat. What a beautiful thing. And amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love that. Now, as pretty as these pretty bits are, I was blessed with a surprise delivery from a friend of the channel, Ken, and he sent me some bits and pieces I'd also like to show you. So I received a very lovely card from Ken, and inside that card were a few little bits and pieces. Look at these. The one thing that we definitely need for our house is keys. And look at this. This is remarkable. This little mouse head key. That's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to find somewhere by the doors where these will hang. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely divine. This little set of Mickey Mouse keys. Really happy with that. What I'm even happier with is I have got the Pixar ball. This is, if you're familiar with any Pixar movie, the Luxor ball features in all of them. This ball is in every single Pixar movie, and I've got it to put in the house. That's going to be going in Donald's playroom or Peter Pan's kids' room. Gorgeous, really happy with that. But the one thing that I'm amazed by is look at this sword in the stone. Ken made this. This is bloody incredible. This really is. Look at that. I'm absolutely blown away by this. I really am. And this is going to be going in... I'm going to put this in the frozen room. The frozen room's got a bit of a castle-y feel to it. And I'm going to find some of the frozen room for this to go. But, wow. This is incredible. And so humbling. Again, it came at a time when we were having a really bad, really low day. And to receive these little bits and pieces, just beautiful. It really is. Completely unexpected. And wow, he does incredible work, Ken. He really does. He's over on the Facebook groups, and you would have seen some of his stuff. But we've also got his magic carpet in our doll's house as well, and a few other bits and pieces he's made, which just absolutely blown away. Really, really good. Thank you so much, Ken. Without further ado, let's get these walls built. So this is the first wall that we're starting with, this one here, and we're using this piece of wallpaper here. Now, this one, it doesn't really, yes it does, matter which way around it goes. I was going to say it doesn't. Let me check these tabs, because I think this is where mistakes can happen. This wall looks very bloody similar, whichever way you flip it around. Okay, this is the way. So this is the way we want it. We want the two tabs that are close together to the right-hand side. That's how we're doing this. So the piece of wallpaper we're going to install is this one here that has the white strip closest to the edge here. And how are we going to put this onto our wall? So let's have a look. Okie doke. So let's peel back. Yeah, there's a lot of bloody wallpaper for Pooh's basement, a hell of a lot. Because I mean, we got 4 of these to apply in this this stage. So let's peel that one back, as we always do. And what we're going to do is we're going to line this one up along the tab there. If you take time with this bit, the rest of it is easy. So lining it up at the start is the hard part. Once you're done, it's just a case of tape. Slowly unpeeling the back. There we go. Relatively painless. So we'll take my microfiber cloth and we'll smooth that down. And I would imagine trimming is, yeah. Yep, and then we're going to trim. So let's flip this one over. There's something very therapeutic about the trim. I think I've said that before, but I do like trimming these wallpapers. That's that piece off, and that's that piece off. Right, so there will be overhang on these, but for some reason they want us to roll it around the walls. I don't know why. I don't know what to see like here. They say that we roll this over, so I'm fine to do that. Now, it doesn't really matter because I know there's trim going on top of these things, but I do want that part clear there. Let's get this little knot out here first. I would imagine we're taking that piece off as well. In fact, I'm going to bet we are. Yeah, we are. Okay, so we're going to ruler and take that piece off there as well. So let's get that done. So there we are. That's wall number 1 done. Let's move that one over there. Moving on to wall number 2. And this one's a little easier because we've got the door to tell exactly where to go. So the door is going to go to the right-hand side. So door hole, right-hand side, flat down on your workbench. And same again. So we're going to take our wallpaper. Let's just get this prepped. It just keeps going with this. Alright, so what we're going to do is line this one up. Same again. So using the tab as our guide. No, not happy with that. Am I happy with that? No. Bloody hell, Scott, sort it out. Am I happy with that? I bet the answer's no. I am. I think we're going to go. I think I've got to commit. So let's... Yep, happy. Okay, again, we're going to do some smoothing. Let's make sure we get a good bond. Okay, now we're going to have to do some trimming on this one, set this door out. Let's flip this one over. And down there. Down there. Now, I would advise keeping this piece because this appears to be quite a nice chunk of brickwork. So, as you can see, we've got a nice slab of brickwork now. Put it back on your backing sheet because should you ever need to repair the brickwork, you've got a piece to do it with, you see. Right. So, God, that's a lot of trimming needs to be done on this one. Right, so we're gonna... Yep. Right, all this is going to be trimmed off. So we're going to go from this way, we're going to take a ruler, and we're going to trim that off there. Okay, so now we've papered those two walls, what we're going to do is we're going to test fit them. So taking this one here, brickwork's going on the inside. So this should, I hope, fit. But it doesn't. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, and then that one goes in there, and this one should drop into here. Aha! So it's looking nice. Okay, excellent. Now we're not going to glue these in, bizarrely. We're going to glue this piece together, then it's going in. I don't know why, that seems... This seems weird, but this is how they're asking us to do it. So let's take these back out. Let's disappear this for now. Because we are going to assemble these two walls together, then paper them, then put them in, which seems, I'll be honest with you, bloody bizarre. But if that's what they want us to do, that's what we'll do. Is that what they want us to do? Yeah. How weird. How weird. Let me take a look at these instructions. Okay, so this is all a bit odd, right? But I'm going to do what they're asking us to do, and we'll see how this works out. So what they want us to do is we're going to install this wall first, but we're not gluing this to the base yet. I get why they're saying to do this, because it will work out that it will get this thing on the right angles and whatnot. But I just think there are probably easier ways to bloody do this. But we are but their humble servant, and let's get this done. So once that one's in, what they want us to do is glue this one so it'll attach to here, but not to the bottom, because then we're going to lift the whole thing out. Now, the reason why they're saying to do that is because it will, in theory, line up perfectly if you do that. And I get the theory, I just can't see the theory working. I just can't. Yeah, I'm not sold on this, but we'll see. So what they're asking us to do is they're asking us to glue this tab here. So we will do that, we will oblige. So glue on that tab there, and then the edge. Not that edge, because it's going to be exposed. Okay, let's see if this works. I get the principle of what they're saying here. I don't think this is the most practical way to do this. Okay. So I get it, because this will glue how it needs to glue. So we're going to have to leave that in there to set. And then once that's set, we should be able to lift the whole thing out and then paper the other sides of it. I'm not convinced. I'm just not convinced that this is the easiest way to do this. But let's see. I might be completely wrong. You know what? I ain't too proud to admit when I'm wrong. It worked. It worked. We've got the right angle on this now, and that's worked out nicely. So what we've got to do is we've got to paper this. And again, this is where this gets a bit weird. So bear with, and we will sort this out accordingly. So we are going to... Now, they're advising you hang this off the edge of a table, which is fine. But that makes filming this a bloody nightmare. So using my chocolate cake scented candle, which I don't mind telling you, it smells bloody amazing. I'm hoping we need a bit more. I wonder if this will help. Yeah, kind of. Right, let me get this stacked up so I can show you on film. Okay, so using creative stacking, I can show what I'm talking about. Now, you can just hang this off your table. I'm doing this because I've got to film it, so I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. What we're going to do is we are going to install the next piece of wallpaper, which is this one, and we want to get right to the edge. So yeah, we're going to get... I don't know about this one. Yeah, very few things get me nervous, but this just seems a bit... This seems weird. I don't know why we couldn't have papered this before we put it together, but as I said, we are but their humble servant. Right, let me get this in a way where I can actually do this. Okay, am I happy with that? Yes, I am. Right, we're going. We're going. Happy or not, we're going. Okay. Okay, so that one's on. Let's microfiber the hell out of this. Get all our air bubbles out, because we don't want any, because this is going to be a very visible wall. When you're doing this, be careful of the door frame, so it won't poke through and tear anything. So smooth that down. So that's that one on. Now it's asking us to trim. So, yep, as standard. Let's move my weird stacking device there. And let's trim this door out. Again, I would advise keeping this part, because it's a nice large part that if you do need to repair any of your wall brickwork, you can use it for that. Let's trim down there. Nice and snug for all that. Trim down there. Trim there. Aha. So that's that piece out. And then, okay. I'm not happy with that trim. Let's get closer. That's more like it. Now, a door will be going in here and a door frame as well. That comes much later on, though, bizarrely. So we're going to ask us to come all the way down here with our trim. So let's trim all the way down there. And now, annoyingly, yeah, we're going to have the ruler. Bloody hell. Let's get a ruler. Okay, so we've got this one trimmed. Wasn't so bad. So we trimmed that part off there. So now you can see the outer wall there and the inner wall are all brick worked up. Now they're going to want us to do the exact same thing that we just did, but you need more stacking now to get this to work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hang it off the table. I can't film myself doing that, but for the first part, I'm going right to the edge here. So that's where I'm going, and I'm going to lay this along there. And that's how we're going to be looking at the end of this. So I'm going to do that now, and then I will get back to you immediately and show you how we are doing. Okay, so we've added that one. Now, the beauty of this one, if I can show you, is when it comes to lining this one up, the brickwork, the mortar, lines up perfectly with the other side of it. So if you put the right stick on the right place, these all line up perfectly. We're then going to fold over this top edge along here. Now, again, you're not going to see these because these are going to be covered over with a trim. So don't worry about that too much. Don't dwell on that. It doesn't need your any more of your attention is absolutely needed. We are then going to trim this again. So we're going to turn this over. I'm going to trim these stickers. So let's get that so you can see it. So straight down. I'm just going to come across there, that one off there, and then I do just find it easier to do this. I'm going to trim that one there, that piece off, and I'm going to have to do the same thing with a ruler. So I'm going to have to take this piece out of here, and that's it. So let me get that trimmed out. Okay, so there we are with how we need to be. So that's all trimmed up. So this is what the inside will look like. This is what the outside will look like. Happy with that. That lines up nicely. Good. Don't worry about this top edge. So you've got overhang from the stickers that's folded over. Don't worry about it. You've got finishing strips that are going to go on the top. You're never going to see them. So you're never going to see any of that. So don't let any of that panic you or bother you. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to install this to the to the basement itself. And to do that, what we're going to do is, again, just using our wood glue, we're going to glue up our tabs. So we're using the inside edge of the tabs. This is where we're going to add the glue. So along here, so along here, here, and flip that one down. I apologise for the noise of the children. It is Christmas Eve and they are losing their minds. I have one of them running laps of the dining room, thinking he could do it 10,000 times before Santa arrives. I kid you not. I had another one of them who's just discovered the song Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne because he's got a crush at the moment that he thinks is too good for him. So he's repeating that, singing it over and over and over and over. That's my Christmas Eve. How's yours going? Right, let's bring up the basement and see if this fits. Okay, so here we go. So you can see I've glued along the bottom edges as well. This should fit straight in. Should. Doesn't. Should. Does. Hey! There we go. So the eagle has landed. We have the wall in place. Give it some of that smear there. I mean, again, it's clear dry wood glue. You're never going to see it, but let's have a neat freak. And there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have that section complete, and that is how we are now looking. They keep calling this Winnie the Pooh's bedroom. Now, I've watched every video from Japan on the build of this, and I have yet to see any furniture go in this room. I've seen the doorway that goes in here, which looks like a bit of a nuisance. I've seen nothing furniture-wise go in this room, so I don't know how it's his bedroom. But we'll see. We will see, because it is very much a mystery room at this point, but it is referred to as his bedroom. I've never seen a bed. Never seen a bed, so unless that's something I've just completely missed. But I've heard others say the same thing. They haven't seen anything go in this room. It's very weird. Anyway, let's have a chat. So that's it, sadly. That's 43 to 46 done, and that is 2022 done. So we are 1 year in. We have now done 1 full year of the Disney Doll's House. We started this very early January of this year, and we're finishing it now. There may be, this is optimistic, there may be another 4 coming before the end of the year. I don't know. If there are, brilliant, but I think it's unlikely. But that's our first year of Disney Doll's House done. And I want to say to all of you, because I know a lot of you came to this for the first time, if you are still here, if you are still going, good for you. You are doing amazing. You really are. Because who'd have thunk it? You know, a lot of you came to this and you were saying, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I'm not confident about this. I'm not sure. Now look at what you've got. All right. So you've got the entire first floor of the Disney Doll's House built. You've got the basement built. You're way on the end to finish in Pooh's basement. You're looking great. You've learned how to wallpaper. You've learned how to put the windows in. You've learned how to build the walls. You've done all these things. These are all skills that you've picked up, and you must be becoming a dab hand at them by now. And you must know that you're looking at these things with confidence at this point, thinking, I can do that. Oh, what a door. Yeah, I can put a door in. And you're not worried about them anymore. There are new things coming in the new year for the Disney Doll's House, skills that you wouldn't have picked up yet, but you're going to. One of them I know has got a lot of you kind of spooked is the electrics. Don't panic about the electrics. Honestly, there is nothing to worry about when it comes to the electrics on these kind of models. They are simple. They're as simple as they are. You don't have to wire anything. It's literally plug in one socket into another. That's it. So what we're going to have is the lights for the house are going to trail along, drop out the back, and then they've got a plug on the end of them. When you've eventually got the battery box, they plug into that. That's it. That's it. It really is that simple. So don't panic because it sounds like electrics. It's not. It's no different to installing anything else you put in here. I promise you, it's simple. We'll be doing stairs. That's going to be exciting because we're going upstairs and downstairs. We've got our first staircase just in. That will be fitted in issue 47. But then we're going to be moving on to the much bigger staircase of the Frozen room. Again, you can do this. It's nothing scary. But we're going to be looking good. So where are we going? Well, 6 months from now, this is how your house is going to look. So that's how we're going to be looking. I said 6 months, 3 months, sorry, 3 months from now, that's how you're going to be looking. So in 3 months' time, you will have Winnie the Pooh's basement complete. It'll be in. All of the ceilings for the ground floor will be in. The staircase for the Frozen room will be in. and we're looking really nice at that point. So we're looking good. So that is pretty much a contained section that we've done. 6 months from now, we're going to look like this. So you can see we accelerate rapidly after that point, because just 3 months later, we've got the entire second floor is built. So the walls are in, the internal walls, the external walls, the doors, the flooring, the lighting's done. That's just 3 months after that, which is incredible. So 6 months' time, the whole next floor is on the house. So we will have 3 floors. That's the basement, ground floor, and second floor are in the house. Looking good, right? 9 months from now, we're going to look like this. So again, we kick it up a gear. So 9 months from now, we will have the 3rd floor done. So we're all in. We've got the Beauty and the Beast room would just be finishing up at this point. All of the glazing in the house is in at that point. That's the internal glazing. There is external glazing for the front panel, but we will be done. We're looking really good, right? So this really does accelerate. In 2023, this thing is going to grow massively. After this kind of this rest period almost with Winnie the Pooh's basement, we then just, once we're back to the house, we're on turbo. We are going for it. And 1 year from now, so this time next year, Christmas next year, this is how your house is going to be looking. So your house is pretty much built. 1 year from now, your house is pretty much built. So the entire frame of the house is built. We've started the garden, if you will, that goes around it. The electrics will be in, everything will be wired up. So what's left to do after that in 2024? Well, in 2024, what we're going to be doing is the external panel that's going to go on, that's the front panel of the house. We are going to be doing a lot of roofing, a lot of roofing. So we're going to put all the slates on. We're going to be putting the external panels of the house on. We're going to put in external window frames on to make it look pretty on the outside. And that will take about 4 or 5 months of 2024, and then we are done. However, I'm going all the way to the end. Now, there is an extension that does Christmas and summer extensions. You don't have to. If you're happy to jump out at that point, you can. You've got your house built. That's what you started to do. It's done. It's ready. I'd love this so much. I just want to keep going. So they're going up to 200. I'm doing it. I have been spying on Japan to see what they're up to, because they are thundering through this at the moment. They are a clear 100 issues ahead of us. So they're on like 150 something at the moment. What I can tell you, if you were hoping you could build just Christmas and then jump out, you can't. They're not stupid. So you build about 75% of the Christmas wagon, and then you stop and you start building the ice cream truck. Because they're not stupid. They know full well, once the Christmas wagon's built, a lot of people will go, and I'm out. So their thing is, if you come in for the extension, you come in for all of it. So you do about 75% of the Christmas wagon, then it stops. It doesn't get wheels or the electrics or anything like that. Then you move on to the ice cream truck, and I would imagine you'll get 75% through that, and then move back over to the Christmas truck. It's crafty, but it's a business, and they're not stupid. You know, they're doing what they want to do. But the Christmas stuff is lovely. It's really nice. I've seen the first figures that come through. So you get Huey, Dewey, and Louie. You get the Snow Geese, you get Sebastian for Little Mermaid's room, and you get Chip and Dale as well. So it looks really nice. It's gorgeous. So the actual base of the house will extend as well. There'll be some almost like Victorian lampposts that go outside that will light up as well, giving you external lighting, which this doesn't have in the standard one, but in the extension you will get external lights as well. So you get lampposts outside that light up. And it's looking beautiful. It's looking really nice. But again, thank you to all of you for your support for this year. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for all the lovely messages you've got. Thank you for the gifts that I was sent as well. That's very humbling. It really is. And again, I just want to say to you all, you have come this far. Keep going. You are doing amazing. And a year from now, you are going to have a full house. It's exciting times. It really is. And as I said, it's been so nice hearing from all of you. A lot of your emails start with, I don't mean to bother you. Or, sorry, you're never bothering me. You're really not. If you were, I wouldn't give the email address out. And the email address is buildingwiththeboys@outlook.com. If you want to ask a question, if you need help with something, you can. If you want to show me your work, you can do that. I've had an idea, what do you think of this? I'm always happy to talk to you. I really am. And again, thank you so much for your support over the past year. Our channel's grown massively in just 12 months. We didn't think anyone was going to watch us. So it's so nice, and thank you for that. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years. We've got lots more coming up on the channel, so if you want to swing by and say hello, please do. Again, it's been a rough year for a lot of us, and I don't know what next year's going to look like. I don't, but we've always got this, so we've always got something that we can come and have some fun with and build, and you know, enjoy each other's company. Because as I said, I love talking to all of you. I really do. Again, thank you to everybody. You're doing great. You've done fantastic. Think about where you were in January when you were nervous about putting those doors together, and where you are now. You've come a long way. In fact, I can show you exactly where we were. So 1 year ago, this is what we did. So this is how we started. We're still not installing this through the entirety of 2023. So all of next year, we still won't put this in. This is insane. This is the first thing we built. We still won't be installing this next year. This is one of the last things you put into the house. It's incredible, right? But it's the first thing we built. Nuts. Stick with it. Again, in a world where you can be anything at all, especially at Christmas, just be nice. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all your support. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and all of your families. And I will see you in the new year for more Disney Doll's House. Take care.